Hello and welcome again to my channel. So today we will do some review of new makeup that I recently got. It's not gonna be full face. I have few new bits. I have eyeshadow palette, I have setting spray, I have new foundation, I have primer, and let me see. And I think that's all. It's gonna be my first impression. So I never touched that product, I never used them. So we will see how they work. If you're new here, I have combination skin type. So my T-zone is a bit oily. My cheeks are a bit dry. My under eye and around the eye area are eczema prone. Right now my skin is really irritated because of my adapalene treatment. Here I have acne, I have a lot of texture, I have a lot of redness, and I think it's really good test for most of foundation how they're gonna perform on skin that have problems. So first thing, what I'm gonna use is a primer. This is the NYX Marshmellow Primer. I know probably everyone already tried it, but I wanted to see how it's working on the skin that have so many texture, because it's supposed to be smoothing. I will use right now one pump. I will put it on my face. It seems weird in texture. It feels like it could be heavy one. I will use one more pump. I will put my headband now because, you know, hairs on the face, it's not a good thing when you're doing your makeup. It smells really good. It smells like sweet. I wouldn't say it's marshmallow smell because it's like supposed to be, smells like marshmallows, but I can feel that, like it's more of a candy smell to me. The texture is really good and it feels really good on my face. It is scented, so there's a lot of perfume in it, I suppose. But if my face would react bad, it already would be red. And my face is okay, it feels fine. It feels actually like moisturizer, more of a thicker moisturizer, but still I see that it's already done, like my skin is more poreless, maybe. So the next thing I will do is my brows. I think I will do only brow glue, then we will put on foundation. So I will do with my brows with a NYX glue. So now I finished my brows. They look a bit extreme, they look very, very lifted. But don't worry, it won't hold like that long time. My brows nothing holds them in place, so they're gonna fall out, like, you know, on the places. My hair is gonna fall out on the places where they naturally grow, but I just wanted to, you know, stick them just a little bit. I know they're gonna change their place, but just a little bit. So next up we have foundation, and this is the Maybelline Superstay 30-hour foundation. I get this one because I've seen people or love it or hate it. I know my favorite foundation ever is Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. And this is like that as well, like all people hate it or people love it, and I'm the person who love it. So I thought, like, that seems interesting. So this is supposed to be full coverage, light as air, transfer resistant, seamless matte finish, or free. Because it is full coverage and it's like more matte finish, I will use a sponge with it. Normally I will use half of my face sponge and half with a brush. But I have feeling that if I will use this with my brush will never get clean again. Like with some foundation it's working like that. If you use a brush once, and you clean it right after, even right after, when it's gonna dry on a brush, it's gonna just destroy the brush. So I will be just careful and use it with a sponge. I'm using one pump. I have a shade Light Bisque 22, and it's supposed to be good shade match for me. Like, it can be more yellow, but from what I've seen, when I check the testers, the neutral ones were very orange. So the coverage, I wouldn't say it's full. Maybe it's because of the sponge. I think I will try it on my forehead with a brush. Maybe I will build it up with a brush. I have this one. This is the flat top, really dense one. This is the color buffing brush. I will try one more pump. I see it's drying down pretty quick. I will take a brush and I will buff it in. It's drying pretty quick, so I'm not sure about the brush if it's gonna work at all, because, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's buffing pretty nice with a brush, but it's been 2 layers on my forehead. I use quite much for a brush, and I still can't see this full coverage. I wouldn't say it's a bad foundation. Yeah, but I like it with a sponge. Like, it's giving me a bit texture with a brush. So I will just build it up with a sponge. I want to build it up to full coverage because I was like, full coverage foundation. So we will try to build it up to full coverage, and we will see how many layers it will take, how many pumps. Right now, I'm on like 2 small pumps. It's looking pale on me. No, not that bad. I am pale person. We will use like full pump. Yeah, I don't know. It's looking really, really good on my face, but it's not full coverage. It's not. Like, I thought it's gonna be similar to Charlotte Tilbury, honestly, because I don't know, I just felt like, oh, it can be similar. It's looking quite similar, but it have less coverage. And I think, like, with a Charlotte Tilbury one, you don't have to work that fast. It's not drying that fast as this one. It's still not bad. Like, you know, you have a time to buff it in your skin, you have a time to blend it nicely. It's nothing wrong or something, but it's not full coverage like it's supposed to be. I just like when some brands do some type of products and they don't claim something that this product can't do. Because if they would say medium coverage, I bet there will be people that will be like, oh, medium coverage, that's fine. It's not like, you know, you're losing your sales when you're gonna say the truth. And I think it's even like, you know, I respect the brands that claims, like, you know, they're not saying it's hydrating matte, 50 hours wear, full coverage, dewy matte finish, whatever. Like, you know, there's some brands that doing these weird things, that are just saying things that, or they can do the claims, like, you know, I seen somewhere luminous matte finish. Like, what? How? luminous but matte. Like, okay, I understand soft matte, natural matte, but luminous matte finish. And I just don't like it, like, personally, because when I'm going to buy a product, I'm reading the claims. Like, okay, if I'm going to buy a new foundation today, I'm thinking first, okay, what type of foundation I want. I want full coverage one now, or maybe I'm using more sheer coverage or medium that I can build up, you know, fast of all. I'm thinking, but the shade match is really good. Yeah, the shade match is really, really good. And, you know, I just go to the shop and I don't look at the foundations that are medium coverage, because I know today I want to buy full coverage foundation. Like, it's a bit okay. Why doing this? You don't have to, really. You're gonna find people who can buy it anyway. I heard many people loved the previous version. The previous version was the Superstay 24-hour, and when they tried the new one, they're like, oh my god, it's not the same thing. I never tried 24-hour one. That's why I think, like, you know, I'm not going to compare it to anything except the Charlotte Tilbury, because I thought it's going to be similar. But, you know, it's not like comparison. It's like, okay, oh, maybe it's going to be. So I don't have any hopes for this. I don't know how it's gonna wear. I don't know if it's gonna be better than previous version or not, because, you know, I'm just thinking it's just different product. It's not like new version of the old one. I think they just made different product. They take the name because it was selling really good, but they just do different product. So I think there's nothing to compare, really. Okay, I will do now my cream contour. We will see how cream contours work with it, because it dries down, but it's still like sticky, so cream contour should work well. And then we're gonna put a powder. Because it's a matte finish, I take the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, because I know this one is not too drying for my face, and it's not like flat matte setting powder. It's still giving this a bit, you know, like healthy glow. So here is how it's looking like. I think, except of the light, because the light is really weird right now, it's looking really good. You see, it didn't cover all of the redness. Like, there is still something coming through. So, and it was like 2 pumps on the whole of my face, like 2.5 pump. And I still need to use concealer, so like, not bad, but I would like it to be marked as a medium coverage foundation. Well, it's looking really nice, especially on my nose and on my large pores areas. It's filled them up really nicely. I will take Born This Way concealer. You can see the shade difference, but we can make it work. I will take a sponge again. And now I will go with a contour. So today we're just working with a sponge, I think, with everything, because I don't know, I'm a bit worried that I'm gonna lift this, or maybe not. Maybe we should try some brush. Yeah, we will try brush. So I will take this kabuki brush I was using before, and we will blend everything out. Yeah, like, it's not a case of a cream contour. I don't know if you can see this, especially on my forehead. I will zoom in. It's looking patchy. See this? It didn't blend almost at all. like it feels almost like my cream contour dries down, but I know this contour stick, it's the Barry M1, and it's very creamy and it's not drying down. I will take different brush. Yeah, this one gonna here, but okay, here I put concealer, and here I don't. See the difference in blending? It's working. I can make it work, but it's looking weird and it's not looking that good as it should. Like, it's really hard to blend cream contour with this foundation. I don't know if I like that, because as long as cream blush, I can deal with it without cream blush, but I don't like to use any powder contour. I just don't find it looking good on my skin. If I use powder contour, I use it only for bronzing my face, so just like, you know, completely different thing. I will use some concealer to highlight. This is the Maybelline Multitasker concealer, and I will just put it lightly in here to highlight those places. It's not looking bad, but it seems like the concealer lifted the foundation, and I know it's not the case with a concealer, because, you know, I'm using now products that I know are working good, and I just know them and I trust them. I'm not sure about it. Like, it's okay, but Let's use some more concealer under my eyes and in areas that I want some brightness. I will use it with a sponge, just because, like, if the foundation itself looks better with a sponge, I don't want to mix up too much for it, just because I'm worried it's gonna look too heavy. I will also use it under my eyes. Yeah, this concealer looks just like normal, but on my nose the foundation just lifted up, which is not a good sign, because my nose is problematic, so it can look really bad on my nose, this foundation, if the problems already started. I will now powder it down with this e.l.f. powder, and we will see how we would powder down. Now I will take the Brushworks powder brush. It's the larger one, so I will pick up a bit more powder. I will work that in really deep into the brush, and I will do the rest of my face, just to set the rest of my face. Yeah, as I said, you see now, like, it's set, it's matte, but it's still a bit dewy. Like, this is how this powder is working. And you can see what I was talking about at the beginning of the video. My brows are already in different place. Nothing can stick my brows, and I tried many products. I tried many brow gels, brow soaps and things like that, and they just stick out of my face in a few minutes, and it's done. The product is still there because I feel it's sticking to my brush, and the brows are still a bit stick together, but only together, just stick only together. This is how it looks like now. You see what the concealer is, but we will make that work in a second with our bronzer. It's looking good now, like I love the way how it looks, but I think it's just so hard to work with. This foundation looks beautiful, but it's really for somebody who's working fast and not for people who are like, you know, not much into makeup and just want something that's gonna simply blend with their skin in a second, you know. It's not foundation like that. It won't look good if you want to work with it, like work on it. You need I think beauty blender, because for a brush it's just horrible. Right now I will do my face with the powders. I will use these three guys, and I will see you in a minute. I done my powder contour, I done my brows, I mean finished them. So right now we will go to the third thing, the eyeshadow palette. This is the Revolution one. It's called Birds of Paradise. The color story of it is just beautiful. I love the shimmers, the glitter ones are really beautiful, and this rose gold, the greens, the oranges, the purples. I just fall in love with the colors, and I was like, okay, I need to try it. So I will take this one. Oh my god, what? This is like straight up glitter. This is, oh god, I will try the, yeah, this one is different. This one is more like shimmery one, but this is just glitter. Oh my god, you can't actually see this purple one. It's not that pigmented. Ooh, this one I like. The green one, yeah. And this is just glitter, like, can you see it? This is just the glitter, and this makes me so excited. Like, I don't know why. It shouldn't be, because glitters are really hard to work with, but it makes me so excited. I want to use it like on my cheeks or something. Just like, you know, euphoria vibe of thing. I'll take a flat, fluffy brush like that, and I will take a green, the lighter green one called Budgie. Yeah, they are a lot nicer on the eyelid, just as I expected. Okay, we'll bring it up higher, higher. I'm using the same brush, and I will take the darker one called Jungle, and I will try. Okay, this one is really pigmented. Yeah. I will take this teal, greeny, blue called Take Flight. I will pack that in here, very gently sweeping it all over. It is pigmented for a first swipe and then the pigment is gone. I will try the same brush as I was applying the green one, just to put it and blend the green and the blue together. Yeah, the same issue, you see? Like, I put it in here and it's like, wow, so pigmented. But when I try to blend it, pigment is not good with blending. So overall, like, I have some issues with this palette. It's not perfect palette, but don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, wrong with it with some colors. But like, actually every palette from Makeup Revolution I try, it is really good. There are some pros and cons of it, like, you know, okay, some of the shades could be more pigmented and all, but just remember this palette costs £12 and you can see how pigmented the colors are. So it's not like it's not a bad palette, it's really good one. But you know, with a price there comes things that we cannot change. So I will take the darker blue one and I will do a bit shadow here. I don't know if it's gonna work. I think it's working. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but what I am doing now is I am giving myself some more shade in here. Kind of working. Maybe I will do a different thing. I will take purple one because it is darker and it's gonna be more visible. Okay, let's do some shimmery. We will take this blue glitter. I don't think it's gonna stick in with a brush, but let's... Oh my goodness! Imagine how it looks like with a sticky base. Because this is just beautiful. This is beautiful. Wow. Wow. I really didn't expect that. Like, I thought it's gonna be some chunky wash of anything, and this literally sticks by itself to my eyelid. Like, if you work too much with it, it's just gonna unstick, but just take a bit more and I never seen a glitter, pressed glitter, that's gonna stick so beautifully just with a brush. I want to really try that one, and I think I will go for it. Just like, you know, I want to try it, so why not? It's not picking much, but yeah, the other one. We'll try with a finger. It's also very soft, like it's almost squishy. You can see it, like it's very buttery. Yeah, it's also stunning. Yeah, okay, I will do this on the other eye. Most of the shades are very pigmented, the mattes, the shimmers are really beautiful. Like each one of them I want to try on my eyelid right now. They're really good. So this is how it looks like. I really love the glitter, the blue glitter. It's like, it's beautiful. As you can see, like here, the moldy thing, it's actually my fault. The greens are looking really good. And this shimmer is just looking like a glass on my eyelid. When I open them, of course, I have many lines on my eyelids, so it's not looking that good. But when I close my eyes, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I love it. Now, I did my lips. Let's try the last thing. And the last thing is the NYX Bear With Me setting spray. So I was trying to get it for a long time, just like the Marshmellow Primer, and it always was out of stock when I was at the store. All the time, I haven't seen it anywhere, and finally I got this. It was the last bottle. I will do some tests because it says prime, set, refresh, so I'm sure I will do a test of it. If it's really refresh makeup, we will see. But right now I will use it as a setting spray. Ooh. You can't see that because the mist is so fine. Okay, let's spread it. Smells really good. How am I looking? Yeah, as I thought so. It just like take away the powderiness and makes my skin look just natural and healthy and glowy. I don't know if it's gonna set makeup like in a place, but looking really good. I'm gonna just use my Maybelline mascara. Okay, I'm back and this is the finished look. So I put again this blue one here, and it just take away some of this moldy thing, and I think now I like it. I think I like it now. So the eyeshadow look is quite much, it's quite intense. What I'm thinking about all this product, so the primer, it's really good. Like everybody talks about it, that it's good. I feel like maybe it's not true. Yeah, it's true. It smooths my skin, it doesn't irritate my skin feels like hydrated but not watery and not oily. It's thick, so it's a bit matte, but at the same time I think because of the ingredients in it, it hydrates the skin, and I really like it. I'm just obsessed with it. About the foundation, this is the surprise for me, because as many people were like, everyone was raving it's so bad compared to the 24-hour one. Okay, I didn't try a 24-hour one, but I think there's nothing bad in it. Like, I really like it. I love it. It's, for me, except the less coverage, but it's so similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless one. Actually, when my shade in a Charlotte Tilbury, hopefully my shade now, gonna come in few days, maybe I will film like side by side, because I think it can be dupe even for the Charlotte Tilbury one. So I love it. I think because I loved it so much, I will do some like, I'm not gonna do full wear test today, I'm sure, because it's late, it's really late. But maybe in a few hours, how it wears the eyeshadow palette. So it's £12 for many bright, beautiful shades. Some of them are just okay, and some of them are amazing. This glitter, like, I understand people who don't like pressed glitter, but it's like a glued pressed glitter, and you see how beautiful it looks. For £12, it's an amazing palette. I love it. Next one is a setting spray. I love the mustard. I love how it looks on the skin, how it smooths the skin and giving back the healthy glow, but not too much glow. I'm not looking shiny. I liked all the products I tested today. I didn't expect to like the foundation or the primer. Everything turns out so good. We will see how this is gonna stay on, how it's gonna look throughout the day, because you know, what's the matter of like foundation that's gonna look good for an hour after applying and then it's gonna look bad? So we will see, overall we will see how it's gonna wear. So this is how all looks right now. You can still see my acne peeking through, but you know, it's not a problem for me. You see in this healthy glow, this eyeshadow look. What do you think about it? I think everything looks beautiful. So it's been about 5 hours now. So it's not looking too dry, it's not looking too oily. My skin doesn't feel dry, which is a weird thing. There are some places like this, and the foundation is missing, but in a weird way. Like, I don't know if you can see it. So overall, for me, for drugstore foundation, it's looking really good. I would recommend using it with a primer that is more sticky, so this patches won't come off, because as you can see it's coming off in the patches, so I think it's because of the oils coming through. But if you would use something like the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, it should be better. Overall, I liked it. It's looking really nice. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Leave a comment if you have some questions or suggestions for me. Thank you. Bye.